Hello and welcome to a new episode of me basically experimenting with Final Cut Pro, Motion and artificial intelligence, building stuff, analysing stuff, etc. And I think this is an episode 5 now, something like that. And thank you to everybody who's watched the videos and subscribed and all the feedback, questions. That's been great. Now, Final Cut Pro 11's out, so we're going to do something completely different. And we are going to make a plugin using Apple Motion, but using AI. And we're going to try and do all that as soon as, as quick as we can. I reckon possibly half an hour, somewhere like that. And what I'm going to do is try to make an animating USA flag, stars and stripes, star spangled banner, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to try and make that. And because it's made with AI, it's all going to be copyright free. And I'm going to, if it works, I'm going to put it onto the Industrial Revolution website, and you can download that for free, or you can copy my steps. It's up to you, your choice. Quite excited, so let's get to it. Okay, let's go to our favorite AI tool, which is of course Claude. In the previous episode, we looked at building a HTML bar chart in seconds, and I did that just to show how quick everything was. Claude can actually kick out an SVG file, or the text of an SVG file. As you can see here, I said, can you still build SVG graphics with concise responses? Because I'm doing this on Claude at a time where it's getting a lot of requests. So it's kind of like saying, I'm just going to not give you everything. And it said, yep, and it's kicked out this. As you can see, the paths. So an SVG, scalable vector graphics, drawn with paths, a bit like Illustrator. So you can blow the thing up as large as you like without any staircasing. So nice sharp graphics, scalable vector graphics. Now, Claude actually said in the answer, yes, I can still do it. Here you go, here's a simple landscape. And this is what it's built. Simple landscape. We're going to try a bit harder than that to do something. But as you can see, it's just really dead easy to build graphics. I know immediately some of you are going, all right, I can see, I can actually see a use for this. Right, so let's do a bit of building with Claude. Okay, that looks good. Please, can you build me a SVG in 16:9 ratio? Because I think the flag isn't 16:9 ratio. If expert on flags out there, seeing the SVG in 16:9 ratio of the USA flag. It must have the proper colors and the right amount of stripes and stars and stripes, let's say. Do it the right way around. Stars and stripes. And let's see how far we get with this first prompt. Okay, generating. Let me move this over here. Okay, 1600 by 900, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that is not enough. Okay, it is, I think it's putting possibly placeholder. Or is it? No, it's not, because obviously using the white background and then you're using red stripes. Yeah, okay. 13 stripes and 50 stars arranged in the correct alternating pattern. Preview. Right, okay. Spot the problem. Okay, but you have made the flag with small circles, not stars. Please remake. Also, what we're going to address is the overlap here. The stars need to be entirely cased set on the... Now, I didn't know this, I learned something, but the top left-hand corner, the blue rectangle with a flag is called a canton. There you go. I learned that. Need to be entirely set on the canton. Okay, let's have another go. Okay, there we go. Off it goes. Hopefully that's all arranged properly. And it goes 5 stars, 6 stars, doesn't it? 6 stars, 5 stars, 6 stars, 5 stars to get all of them on. But, you know, if you were trying to do this in a graphics program, I mean, it would just take you. Right, okay. Let me fix the star positioning. Yes. Okay, well, that's interesting. It built it, and then it told itself it was wrong, and it said it would fix it. I didn't touch it. Yeah, but if you were doing this in a graphics program, it would take you a long time to do. Yet there are copyright-free versions out there. Should you want to download, download those? Okay, we need to arrange those. Okay, we are getting there, but the spaces between the stars are too wide. They all need to be on the canton. Now, something else you can do here, which I'm not too sure if Claude is aware of its actual output it's making. Code-wise, yes, but graphically not. What I can do is I can actually take a screenshot of that, like that, and then I can attach that. If we go recent screenshot, upload, please see the screenshot of what you have just done. Okay, so another crack at it. Interesting that it's written the star and then it's duplicating the star on XY. So define the shape and then replicate the shape. Interesting. Now that's not too far off, is it? But are we missing? I think we are missing a row, are we not? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I reckon that's going to be 4 6s. I don't think that's enough. Okay. Obviously, I live in the UK, not the US. And if we go to Wikipedia, USA flag, YSA, USA flag. So yeah, it's got a row of 6 on the bottom, hasn't it? Yeah. Nearly there, but I can't. And I think they are there. I think they're there, but they're on the white stripe. But I can't see the bottom row of stars. Another crack. Okay, we're getting there. That is it. I think that is it. I really think that is it. That's not too bad. A few prompts and we got there. And obviously we've got all the code here. like that, I think we've really done it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 rows of 6, isn't it? And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 rows of 5, which is 50. So I think we've done it. Yeah, I think we've done it. 50 states. I apologise for my flag knowledge. Okay. I think that is it. So what do we do with this? Okay, what we want to do is we want to get it into Final Cut Pro, basically use it as a generator within Final Cut Pro, which is fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go look at the code of that, copy all of it. Then I'm going to go to text edit, which we're obviously very familiar with text edit now, and make that plain text. Paste all that in and then go File, Save, and we're going to call it USA flag. And we're going to save that on there. Done. Right, now this is an SVG file, or I've saved an SVG file. No, I haven't. It's saved as a text file. So what I need to do is quickly rename it .svg, and I use SVG. Yeah, if you just save it, it's going to save as a text file. Obviously, I should know that. It's Friday. Should know that. Okay, so I've got that. How do I get an SVG file into Final Cut? You can't, because Final Cut doesn't read an SVG file, which is a real shame. So you have to go via another app or another 2 apps. Interesting, the one I'm going to use is Pixelmator, which has been bought by Apple. Now, I don't know about you, but I see some similarities between their masking and the new magnetic mask that's come out in Final Cut Pro. Who knows? Anyway, so we're going to open this, browse the files. Now we go to 5. Open this up, and there we go. So you can see we've got the stripes, and we've got a folder with all the stars in on there. Right, brilliant. So I'm going to go File, Export, Motion Project. Yeah, 10 seconds, 25 frames a second. Should we make it 30? I think it's 30 is my project. Export. Okay. Just round tripping through it, through Pixelmator. What's really interesting is because Apple have bought Pixelmator, hopefully it might be free or cheap, but you'll get this functionality. Who knows, they might put the functionality to actually bring in SVG files directly into Motion and or Final Cut Pro, because they're basically more or less the same app, which would be really cool. Okay, what have we got? So we've actually got a Motion project. So open with Motion. I think I'm opening up, yeah. Now I am actually using the old versions here. I'm going to update. And there we go. There's the flag. Right, okay, let's do something funky. We want to do a bit of an animation, don't we? So we're going to go to the library and we're going to go Filters, Distortion, and then I'm going to put the Wave filter on. Okay, so we are wobbling the wrong way in some ways. So we're going to go vertical and take that. This repeat edges is really interesting. I've never noticed it before, but when you're trying to do make plugins that move off the edge, you have to kind of like put more, you have to tile it. I think it's affine tile, isn't it? Where you flip it horizontally and vertically, then butt it up. But as you can see here, it's actually doing it for you on the bottom. So it's actually taking the graphic and filling in the holes, which is really quite interesting. So let's bring those waves right down. Again, if you want to go past the end stop on a slider, you just go like that into the slide in the actual number. And this offset, we're going to start on there, and we're going to end. It's only 10 seconds long. Maybe there. How's that look? Quite slow, isn't it? Let's pump this up a bit, about 118, somewhere around there. Bit more maybe. Okay. There we go, we've got a bit of animation on the graphic, right. Now, it's actually a motion project at the moment, because if you look at the top, it's got dot motion. So what I need to do is go to File, and I'm going to save as. No, I'm going to convert, that's right. We're going to make it into a generator. Okay, and just gone to the wave. What we need to do is we need to publish these parameters. Publish, wavelength, publish, offset, yeah. Come on, publish, vertical, yeah, just publish them all, I suppose. Publish, okay. And maybe also on that we want to publish the scale. Okay, publish. Go back here to the project and just push those up. And now when I hit save, all of these should be available in Final Cut Pro. File, save. Where am I going to store it? I'm going to store it in it'll be free, surely. Okay. New category. XFX free. And we're going to call it USA flag. Yeah. Publish. And hit save again. Still don't know why I do that. And if we go back to Final Cut Pro, we're going to look at the generators, and we called it XFX free, didn't we? And it should be there, but it's not. Interesting. Okay, if I search for flag, oh, of course, it's in generators, isn't it? Oh, always, 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 always. Yeah, XFX free. We have the flag. Boom, on the timeline. We have a flag, but it's animating quite slowly, isn't it? That's because it hasn't taken the... Okay, so we can actually put some... let's make that 100. We could put some keyframes in here. Go to the end. What was it, 120 did we say? Actually, it's probably better off that it gets animated. And there you go. There is our animating stars and stripes on the timeline. And I don't know how long that took, but I mean, that felt about half an hour. And to be honest with you, the phone went again right in the middle of it, which I had to answer. But I hope you see really the power of Claude being able to do that, and you know, the following prompts to get the stars in the right place, and using the feedback of the screen grab to tell it what to do. I'll put a caveat in it, as I always tend to do, but this is something precise that it's made. I mean, I hope it's got the right amount of stripes on it. I'll count them in a while. Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think it's 7 red stripes, isn't it? Let's just have another, before we finish, let's have another quick look at Claude. And as I said to you, I'm going to put this plugin on Industrial Revolution's site, and it'll be free to download. Link will be in the description. But just to show you where Claude really trips up, I go, right, okay, that was great. Now, can you build me a outline map A detailed outline map. Let's give it a bit of a challenge. Detailed. Oh, what am I doing? Outline map of California as an SVG. Not SA, not SAG, SVG. Okay, SVG. And if I hit build and take a look at what it's going to make. So this is the path it's drawing. I was putting major cities in. Didn't ask for major cities or the state name. Okay, let's have a look at it. Yeah. See what I mean? I don't think anybody's going to recognize that that's California at all. And you can go with more prompts, but it just won't. It just won't do it. It hasn't got that knowledge to be able to draw that. The stars and stripes, yes, it was aware of that. And yes, you can teach it. You could teach it the outlines of bits and pieces, but I'm putting no input into it and getting this back. So, right, there you go. There's how to build a flag and a free plugin for you. And thank you again for everybody commenting and watching and the thumbs. It's all appreciated. We've got an awful long way to go, so please subscribe. More coming along pretty soon. Bye-bye.